Hi Capricorn, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot reading for all Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks to everybody for all the support, all of you who have subscribed, and every time you hit that like button, it does something to the YouTube algorithm so that more people will see the reading. I always appreciate that. And if you're new here, welcome to you. I post new readings on Friday, then again on Monday. So if a reading doesn't resonate, don't ever try to force it. Just come back in a couple of days and watch a new reading. Fridays are a general reading. Mondays are a different style every week. So if you like tarot and you like the channel, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Higher Source Tarot. All right, what advice do you have for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Capricorn need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all concerned with Capricorn? All right, messages for Capricorn. All right, so we will start here with the tarot, and then we'll have the angel answers. You have here the Seven of Swords. Oh boy. The Fool. The Three of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. That's kind of cool with the 4 and the 3. The Five of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. And the 10 of Wands. Well, I feel like if you've had a conflict with somebody with that 7 and 5 of Swords, I do feel like they were very impulsive and they have regrets. But I think you're moving on to something else. Or if it's just not a conflict with a past relationship, but it feels like a friend, like a close friend or a sibling or something like that. I feel like you're going to be kind of busy with other things, quite frankly, to invest too much in dealing with that. I do feel like you'll resolve it, but I just think that there's something about them. They're going to come back and make it right, but there's something about them that it's right in here. We'll talk about it. So you have both the 3 and the 4 of Wands, which is kind of an interesting combination because it's an evolution. And you also have the 4 of Pentacles. So 4s in the tarot are like the 4 legs of the table. They bring in stability. So for some of you, there may be something about financial stability, and you've got a wedding here too, by the way. So if you're moving or you're moving in together, or you're actually planning a wedding, that Ace of Pentacles is really nice for that too. So you've got fire, air, and you've got earth here. You've got here with the 7 of Swords. I don't feel like it's somebody who's completely malevolent, but I do feel like they're insecure as hell. And I think that's how that whole conflict got started, whoever that's for. This person has some jealousy, and especially if you are in a relationship and you're moving forward with some things, it's bothersome to them. And instead of working on themselves and trying to figure out how you're doing what you're doing, they're acting like this about it. And so I just feel like maybe for them, their life doesn't get any better. They're going to have to find their own way, though. I mean, you've got your journey and they've got theirs. And I feel like that's kind of your attitude about it, because you have some new things showing up here. Now, if that was a work situation and it's a job that you left, I don't feel like you left it impulsively, but I do feel like there's somebody in that mix that was a big part of why you left. There's definitely a departure here, whether it was in a relationship like a friendship or in a job situation. But in a career situation, the Fool is awesome. We love to see the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, and this 4 of Wands. Now, in career, what this is it's a change and a transition in your job, but it can also mean that you're on the right path, but you're not quite there yet. The Fool is the beginner's mind. And so with the Fool, any new experiences you will take on with ease. You're ready to go, but there's an enthusiasm here too. You've learned from your past experiences, so you won't repeat those. So especially in a job, if you got into a scenario where it's like you got into it with somebody here, I just don't like their energy. That's all I can tell you. You won't repeat that. You'll be more aware of who's who. I just feel like in some ways you'll gravitate towards the people that are winners in this kind of energy. Now, with this too, you've got this little trusted guide here. So I do feel like you're being divinely guided, and you're going into this place where you're releasing resistance. It's like a breath of fresh air. It is an absolutely brand new, fresh, clean slate. In a relationship, this is fabulous because you're completely unconditional. So you don't have hangups from the past. And the white rose represents purity. And so you move forward together with great intentions, and moving together there's no motives here. There's no secondary gain. It's like just being in this place of you want to know each other, understand each other, and grow together. It's a great card for anything beginning, but especially in relationships, growing together as you evolve in this soul's journey. You do it together, and it's absolutely beautiful. So with the Three of Wands, the Three of Wands is a card of success. Threes are multiplication and growth and development. And of course, the wands are all about expansion. So you've got a vision. And with the Three of Wands, feel it. Feel all the way down through your core. See what you want, and it will be yours with this. So with the Three of Wands, wands are upward mobility in the tarot, and you do have quite a bit of them here. It's making gains in your career life, and it may be something where it may have taken a bit of time and an investment to have it happen, but it's here and it's yours. He waits with an energy of knowing. And so it's having that knowing that you can have, do, or be anything. Anything is available to you. So I definitely feel like somebody here is making a change with work for the better. But it also, too, those of you that are in a relationship, it's like the one that you've been looking for is finally here. The wait is over with this. There's no more waiting. There's no more going from person to person and almost getting there and not really. This is it. It's here. So with the Four of Pentacles, I mentioned some of you might pull in the purse strings or the wallet a little bit. I do feel like it's intentional, though. I don't feel like it's because you've got, some life-changing thing that's going to be devastating. It's not like that. It's more an acknowledgement of, I feel like, discretionary money, spending discretionary money, and starting to get curious about what would that add up to. And also for somebody here, I do feel like you have your eye on a house or moving. It feels like that with the Ace of Pentacles and that Four of Wands. And especially if you're planning a wedding, I do feel like you're going to be smart with money, and you're going to do things in a way too where you're not going to go, whoever's getting married, and it might only be one of you, you're not going to go into debt over it. You're going to be smart. Whatever it is that you're doing here, or if it is a project with a house, whatever you're doing is going to be smart. They just keep saying that. Like you're going to kind of slow down, look at things. You're an ambitious sign by nature, but you like things. You like material things, and that's okay. Now, another thing too about Capricorn is you in some situations aren't afraid to spend money on something that you know is quality. So some of this might be too using your discernment and going, if it's not quality, I'm not doing it. So I feel like it's not a cheapskate thing, even though he's the miser of the tarot. It's more about, if I'm going to spend that money, it's going to be worth it. And so I do feel like in the end, you're going to be happy about that. So with the Four of Wands, this is a card of wonderful expansion and growth. It's law of attraction energy. Yes, I've said it several times. It is a marriage card, but it also can just be the unity of two people going forward. It's a beautiful card in terms of leaving restrictions behind. So those of you that are leaving that Seven of Swords energy, you're not going to look back. You're not going to go trying to figure out where we went wrong. You're moving forward. And so with this too, it's in terms of career, expanding your career. They leave that restricted environment into this open vista. So I feel like you're going to have more ability to create in a job. More of your opinions will be heard. And I just think it's a real breath of fresh air for you, feeling like you have people around you too that, like I said, you don't have to worry about. You're not going to be thinking they're going to steal your ideas and present them as their own, because I feel like that Seven of Swords had something to do with that. Now, in terms of friendships too, as you move through in a relationship, if it's not a job for you and that's a family member or a close friend you had a falling out with, I still feel like you're going to have fun in the meantime. You get it that your joy is here. It's in the journey. It's not in the fighting with people and trying to force them to see it your way. You're not about that in this energy or in this. Fives are about activity, mediation, and change. And with the Five of Swords, You've won because you're leaving the conflict behind. That conflict and shit lowers your vibration. We don't want to stay down there, even if we're right. I don't feel like you have any gain out of it anyway. It's more somebody who that's how they are. They're really missing out on some of the valuable spiritual pieces of life because their life could be a lot easier. But more about you, you're just not going to stay there. So the Ace of Pentacles is fabulous for you. Look at the size of that pentacle. I mean, it's important. It's a resource coming in. It's a change coming in, but it brings long-lasting changes. And so friends that you meet in this energy, new relationships that you start are long-lasting. Even in a career, even if it's kind of a stepping stone, it's still going to be around for a while. It's going to serve you well. And with the Pentacles, these can also be about the physical body. So any changes that you make, if that Four of Pentacles has more to do about restricting things, like I kept seeing like that discretionary stuff, it was all food and stuff. So if part of that is like, I got to clean up my diet a little bit and then I'm going to have extra money too, because I'm going to quit buying this crap, you're going to be happy about that. And I do feel like it's a change that, you may once in a while kind of go back to it, but once you change, it'll put you on a path where it won't be difficult. Speaking of difficulties, the Ten of Wands shows up and it's time to end this cycle. The Ten of Wands, you make it, okay? You make it through, but it's challenging. It's a burden to carry. And I feel like a lot of what's in this reading is setting down the burdensome energy, just not attaching to it or allowing it to attach to you. With this Ten of Wands, though, it is going to be completion. So whatever it is that you've been pushing through, it's time to fly free like the Fool. Put down the wands and get lighter with things. Get lighter in your energy. So with the angels here, let's see what the angels have to say for Capricorn, please. What does Capricorn need to know, please? Messages for Capricorn, please. All right. You have here success. Have not seen that card in a while, especially with the Fool. Whatever you're coming out of and going into, it's going to take you into the next level. They say let go, and that's in the reading. Let go and let the universe. And if somebody mishandled you, let the universe handle them. Listen to your intuition. So meditate. Allow your intuition to speak to you within the next few weeks, they say. And you've got don't stop because you're on the right path, Capricorn. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.